All right, everybody, here we go. We have a 1972 Philadelphia. Also, another highly collectible one. It approximately, if we can get this at a high MS, we can get it'll be approximately anywhere from $600 to $1,000 on this 1972 Philadelphia, and it is double struck on the 1972. It's double struck. You can see the doubling in the 7 right here along the edge and along the 2 and in the front along the front side. There's the doubling right there. Also along the 1, there's doubling along the 1, and you can kind of see it on the top side of it as well. So there's the doubling on that. Now, up here also on the top, we also have a die break. A die break which has left part of the die right here. It looks like a little like staple. It's kind of like a broken piece of the die, which also gave it a clad mark right here on the side where the broken die actually hit the edge of the coin also. And we have doubling in the "In God We Trust." This almost looks like another G the way it got stamped in there. So we know for sure that right there is a mistake. So getting this coin graded would be the thing to do, because it could be worth $600, anywhere from $600 to $1,000. We also have the R doubling and stuff like that, and this is on the 1972 Philadelphia. Another little part on this. Again, I missed a little bit. Here's the 1972 Philadelphia once more, and I forgot to also show you the die clashing over here, the die break hitting the ear. As you can see, it hit the ear over here. All of this. So again, there we go, the 1972. Thank you again, my lovely wife, for reminding me of the head wound. And this one here, we have a 1971 San Francisco mint. Mint. That's right, we said mint. No, it's actually the mint. Let me quit playing around, because we're trying to do a little educational stuff here. And on these 1971 San Francisco mints, there also has the potential to be worth what, darling, $500. We have some doubling up on this one as well. The 1971 has barely got some doubling on the 1 and the 7, it looks like. But for sure, over here in the Liberty, we on the B and the R, we definitely have some doubling over there. So we're good to go on that. So again, 1972. So I'm sorry, I said 72. I'm looking at so many pennies right now. This is the 1971 San Francisco Mint double die obverse for sure. You can see it right there. Very nice, very nice. Hopefully we can get a good grade on this one as well. E pluribus has a little bit of doubling on it, it looks like. So this would be actually double die reverse as well. So this is on the front and the back. And then look at that E right there. Look how the E struck. The top part of this E right here has like a little break in it right there. That's kind of interesting to see. This one over here, which one? The E. Yes, the E's got a little bit in it as well, right there. Good eye, honey, good eye. All right. That's on the 1971 San Francisco Mint. Could be worth anywhere from $500. Up to $500. Here's another little quick example of another 1971. You can see the doubling on the 7 and the S, the 1, definitely. This one seems to be a little off center. You can see more material around the top. As we get around the other side, you'll see the material disappear. This one's got some nice toning as well. On top of the Liberty being doubled, you can see the B, the E, the R, the I and the L are all doubled up on this one as well. And it's off center. As we get down here to the bottom, you can see there's less material. So this one is off center and double struck. That's another example of a 1971 San Francisco mint. All right, here we go. We also have a 1970 S San Francisco mint. And if you can't tell for sure, this one here is a great example of the doubling. Again, you see right here under the 9, under the 7, and inside the 0 here, you can definitely see the doubling. For sure on this one, on a 1970 San Francisco mint. This one, also double struck, off center as well. And let me show you. Look at this one here. This one has a complete B underneath this B. And look at the E. The E is double struck. You can see all the doubling in each letter. And then there's all this shading over here. When you see this shading, this is from a grease mark. This was from having too much grease on this side of the coin. There was also some grease in this area, which caused some formation on this R, which kind of just, man, it made it look all boogered up right there. So this is also from a grease mark. This is from grease being on the coin, which caused a lot of this doubling that you can see. The In God We Trust is also got a little bit of doubling in the in, the I and the N. The we has the doubling in it right here.
Get the W on the inside.
The W on the inside of the W has the doubling inside the right there in the we. As we get on over here to the trust, we have more doubling on the trust at the top. So this is what you're looking for in these 1970 San Francisco mints. That's on the front side. That's the obverse. Typically, sometimes you'll get some of that on the reverse if you see it on the front. Sometimes you'll see it on the back as well. Which, in this one, you can see it. Again, it's on the reverse. You can see the doubling of the letters around the top of the letters. We have doubling on the reverse as well as the obverse. And again, let me point this out real quick to help educate everybody on how you get this. Is all of this is a grease mark where there was like an abundance of grease on the die when they struck it, and it kind of pushes everything off. It kind of slides it off this way from the heat. The heat makes this happen. As you can see, each one is doubled. We got doubling on the cent as well. It's on over here around the edge. So each one of these is doubled. We have double on the obverse, the reverse. We also got doubling in the columns right here. There's doubling in each one of the columns. So yes, this is another great one. Hang on, we got more.
You want this one up?
Here we have a 1960 where you can see some doubling in the 6, some doubling in the 9. It kind of hits around there. Comes out to the tip. So we have some doubling in this 1960. This is a Philadelphia.
Small date.
Small date. And as we come around, you'll see doubling in the Liberty again. And also along the edge here, you can see where it was double struck. This one also off center. See how the material down here disappears? We got less material right here. Then it starts to fatten up and come around. As we come around the edge, you get more and more material. Come up towards the top. Then you can see that the I and N is doubled. Both the In God We Trust is going to be doubled. Also, the wife and I were noticing that there's some doubling along the head, the hairline here. You can see the hairline is doubled along his head. Also, there's some doubling up in his face along here, along this ridge and stuff. There's doubling along the nose, along the mouth, and everything along there. And I have no idea what happened to his cheekbone or over here along his ear. I have no idea what happened over here. Looks like some, I don't know, maybe some kind of wear and tear on the coin itself. This one, definitely a nice coin. See what's on the other side. The beautiful coloring. This is a what was called a proof coin inside the book that we found in. And here you'll see some doubling on the reverse. You'll see it on the R right here, the I, and the C. You'll see along the C right there. There's some doubling on the reverse of this coin too. So again, another nice coin. This one would actually fetch a pretty good price, not too bad. Again, off center, you can see the off centering over here. But the other thing I wanted to show you about this coin is, let me show you this one just raw in my hand. Look at the color and the toning. For a 1960, that's not half bad right there. That's not half bad at all. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful toning on that coin. I like seeing them like this because the tone is just so beautiful for such an old coin. Looking nice. Anyways, that's on the 1960 Philadelphia. And here we have a beautiful 1958 Philadelphia double die obverse. And according to the Red Book, there's only 3 known in existence as far as Red Book has it down. Here we have doubling on our 5 and our 8. There's a die cut right there along the side of the 8, right along the edge right there. But here's some doubling on the bottom of the 8. So we have doubling in the 1958 Philadelphia. Over here, we have doubling in the Liberty. Some beautiful toning, nice coloring in this one too, in this 1958. DDO. There we have it there. And this isn't just the only one. Hang on, we have a couple more like this as well. Let's see what on the backside. A bit of wear and tear on the top side. Beautiful toning, nice toning. I love the toning on this one. Love that toning color on these pennies. Beautiful. The back looks beautiful. Nice, beautiful coin. Again, the 1958. I'll give you a little look-see. What she looks like in the raw condition. Beautiful coin. All right, now that's the 1958. So far 3 known. This would be number 4. Here's another 1958 Philadelphia, along with the other one we just showed. Not very many known. Double die obverse. As you can see, it's doubled. It's been struck double here too on the 9, the 5, and the 8. Along with, you can see the doubling of the jacket right along here. You can see the line where this jacket right here, the normal jacket, comes along. And it comes along here. This is where grease marks. See all this? This is where the coin got struck, and there was a bit of grease on it. Comes around here. I think this one's kind of off-centered a little bit too. That's usually what starts a lot of this. You can see the doubling on the Lincoln's chin right here, up on the mouth, around the nose. You can see all the doubling along there as well. Come up here to the trust. There's doubling in the trust along the top of each trust.
Look how far his hair comes out.
Hairline comes all the way out to the edge right here. His hairline is all the way out here. You can see the curls from his hair all the way out along the edge of here. See it? So yeah, definitely double struck again, obverse, on this 1958. This one's a little bit better than the last one. It's in a little bit better condition too. Great coloring. You can see more doubling on the I, the B. This has been double struck. Same thing, and here's more of this wear kind of laid right over the top of this L right here. You can see all the grease mark that kind of hit this from this coin being off center. Again, see how the material's real thick? And as it gets along the bottom here, let's get down to the edge and you'll see where the material's real thin. So this one's also off center. So we have another great 1958, Philadelphia. 3 known in the red book, and I just showed you another one. This is the 4th one. Again, right here in my hand. This one here, we have a 1955, which is known as the poor man's penny, which is not so poor. When you got doubling in the 5, the 1955s, you got doubling in the date. And as you come along here, you'll see there's doubling inside the Liberty. See the L over by the L, the B is doubled, the E has got some doubling. Also, we got some doubling in God we trust. There's doubling. So there's doubling on the obverse of this coin. Check out the U, the R, the U, the S. Definitely. Also, coin appears to be off center. Again, you can see, let me show you, here's the double in the 5. It's right here. There's doubling in the 5. Also along the edge. This one kind of got smushed. It looks like the date's a little more smushed than average. But you can see it inside the 9. Yep, there's some doubling right there. And let me flip this one over and let's see if we got some on the reverse. Oh, yep, got a little bit of doubling on the reverse as well. All along the edge, off center with this one as well. Got some off centering with this one.
Chips.
Looks like a little chip. We got, see the doubling? Let me see. That is a hair. That's a hair right there. This is the doubling on the T. And you can also see a little bit above here that's on the T. But here, we got some die break. This looks like die breaking in the wheat part. Also looks like it got a little bit of piece up here. So we got die breakage on this one. Nice. That one's a 1955 Philadelphia, known as the poor man's penny. Now, let's get into some low mintage coins. This one here that you're looking at is a 1926 San Francisco Mint, which they only made 4,550,000 of these coins that they put out into circulation. So here again, we have a low mintage 1926 wheat penny. Not in too bad a shape. Looking pretty good. Low mintage on these ones. This one could be graded out pretty decent. It's not in bad shape. Oh, we got something right there. We have something that's actually laid inside here. So we'll have to get this checked out. Also, looks like the S has been double struck. The B. Oh, we got doubling on the pluribus. And looks like this little dot right here is supposed to be here. That little dot's right there. It's also on the other side. So that must supposed to be there. But I'll tell you what's not supposed to be there is this stuff right here. So I'm not sure if that's from natural wear and tear. It does look like it got kind of beat up along the edge there. It was probably scraped along, looks like it was scraped along something. So man, that's really sad to see that there on such a low mintage coin. Overall, not too bad a shape though. Not too bad a shape for that 1926 S. Coming in at number 9, we got your 1931 D, and this one seems to be double struck. You can see how the D's just kind of punched out there. Really, really nasty punching right there when it came to the D mint right there. 1931, number 9 on the list. And on this one here as well, 4,480,000 of these 1931 Ds. Excuse me. Not a bad looking coin from the back. Got some nice toning. Looking real beautiful. Great. Appreciate that. Right there, your 1931D. Number 8 would come in at 1912S, but I don't have a 1912S. So coming in at number 7, we got a 1914 San Francisco Mint with 4,137,000 on the mint for the 1914S. This is your 1914S low mintage coin. Boy, she's kind of ground down and beat up. She's not the best looking coin. But again, off center, look how much material we have on the top. In God we trust. This one being off center would be actually a nice one to check out. It comes all the way around. You can see the material at the bottom is definitely thinner than we have at the top. So we have an off center 1914 San Francisco Mint. Another one. All right, now, guys, I know this isn't the greatest of examples, but here we have my 1911 San Francisco Mint, which 4,026,000 were made of this one on the 1911 San Francisco. This one's a 1911 Philadelphia, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Philadelphia. Let me bust out the San Francisco. This is actually the Philadelphia. Let me get you the San Francisco. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. This is the better example of the 1911 San Francisco Mint, which there was only 4,026,000 of these put out into circulation. Again, the 1911 San Francisco Mint. Looks like we got a hair on the B. I can see it. I see it. Nice looking coin. For a 1911, not bad. Not bad. I see a little doubling on the S, the mint mark for sure. And over here, oh man, look at that extra layer on that R, on the R top of the R. There's like an extra piece, it looks like. Not too bad, not too bad. Again, that's my 1911 San Francisco Mint. Not very many made. Hang on, let's get on to the next one. This 1911 San Francisco Mint is number 6. Let's move on to number 5. Here we go, coming in at number 5, the 1924 Denver Mint. And if this one can score up pretty good, this one could be up to what, darling? Up to $600 on this 1924 D Denver Mint right here. We got a little bit of doubling too as well. Doubling on the R, so that'll probably raise it up from the 600. That'll make it go up a little bit more. We got doubling on the In God We Trust. There's some doubling on the U of the. You see it right there. You see it. You know you see it. There's the 1924 Denver Mint. Not too bad. That one's a little ground up. Man, that one's kind of worn down there. That's kind of worn down a bit. That one's definitely worn down on the backside. But again, take it down to $100. Nah, I'll accept whatever. There we go again on the 1924 Denver Mint. And that is number 5. On to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we got the 1909 San Francisco Mint. Yep, you see it. That's right. Right there in plain sight. You see 1909. This is actually a coin that's in my hand that I'm working with. We got doubling on the Liberty as well. 1909. This is a really nice 1909. I love the color and the toning on it. The patina is just so amazing. Not bad for a 1909 San Francisco Mint. And this one, we had $2,520,000 minted on the 1909 San Francisco Mint. This one here is definitely a spectacular looking coin. Again, that's that 1909 San Francisco Mint. Keep your eyes out for those. You know what to look for. You saw it right here. On to number 3. Alright guys, I had to kind of pick up the list. I do not have a 1914 Denver Mint, so we're going to skip on down to number 2 on the list. Number 3, the 1914D, has 1,193,000 minted, and of course I don't have one yet. So on to number 2. Number 2 is the 1931 San Francisco Mint, and there was only 866,000 of them minted. So again, here we have the 1931 San Francisco Mint, and this is the one I've showed before. Double struck, obverse. I believe there was reverse. There's a full video on this one. If you scroll back, you'll see a full video on this coin alone. All right, on to number 1. Now, number 1 is the notorious 1909 SVDB. There was only 484,000 minted, and I do not have one of these in this book. I have one in a different book that's coming, so maybe later on and down the road in the future, I'll make a video on my special 1909 SVDB. Now, thank you for participating, hanging along for this a little bit over 26, almost 30-minute video. I appreciate each and every one of you. We started with number 10 and have worked our way down, along with a bunch of other cool finds that we have in our books. These are all coins that will possibly be available to you coming soon in auctions. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Have a blessed day. Stay lifted, stay gifted, be positive, and remember, be nice to one another, y'all. Have a good one.